See, man is ultimately going to be governed by God or by tyrants. Benjamin Franklin. But if the people been convinced they live under a democracy, just imagine the amount of brainwashing will convince them this form of government is outdated and needs to be changed. What's going on, America? It's your boy Charlie in the box. Check it out. Look at what I got in my box this week is gonna be. It looks like Americans just don't care. Let's get this video started. In 1776, Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence and a young nation was born. It was governed by the Continental Congress under the Articles of Confederation. But it needed a little bit more tweaking and something had to be done. America's founding fathers like Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, and George Washington knew that the Articles of Confederation just wasn't enough. So they had a meeting, brought all the minds back together and pushed out the United States Constitution and its Bill of Rights. It's changed the world once, America. We could change it again. I'm willing to bet most of Americans never heard that history of our country, but it's the truth. And I know that a lot of people would say, you know what, I really don't care, Charlie. I don't want to understand what they're doing. Why even think about it? Because you know what, there's nothing you can do about it, and this is just the way it is. That's a naive way of thinking. See, you've been brainwashed, and we've been brought up to think that the alpha state of mind is something that's delusional, and people really don't need to think of. So people have been brought up because of the television and all this freaking entertainment and distraction in the beta state of mind, living in a mind fog. And that way of thinking is gonna get us in a bunch of trouble. People today that watch my videos sometimes have a really big problem with what I look like and how I dress. My speech impediment or how I say things wrong sometimes, because they've been accustomed to looking at the news with a well-orchestrated script. These people never go off what the teleprompter says. They don't have a free conscience of thought of trying to share the news to you because they never even heard of Agenda 21 or the Trans-Pacific Partnership. But I think those are the type of topics Americans need to know, because future generations will look back at these times and say, how could the people not see the writing on the wall? Or did they not be told what was going on in their country at that point in time? You've been told, America. I never want you to believe the content of the information I share in the videos, but if you do some research of the content that I shared, what you would do is be a well-informed public, and you will start talking to your loved ones and co-workers, and we can invoke change in this country. But it's only with the Great Awakening that we do this. We as people cannot keep ignoring the actions of our government, because you know what? Eventually it will come to bite us in the ass. So America, if you're not gonna do everything in power to restore your life, liberty, and this country, America, you're gonna do everything in power to destroy all three. Charlie the Box out.
Charlie Box, baby.
Very busy scene here as investigators try to figure out exactly what happened. This entire block has been blocked off. Now, the shooting happened at an apartment complex right behind those pine trees you see right there. Police say the shooting happened a little after 1:40. When police arrived, they found a man in his 30s dead inside the apartment. They also found two men and a woman in